Somebody asked me the other day, maybe it was actually yesterday, what I'm eating on my, what am I eating these days? And it's been so simple that I haven't been talking about it, largely because when I came to New York, I brought like 80 pounds of potatoes with me, not expecting that those potatoes were gonna root so quickly. So I'm kind of been in a rush to use as many potatoes as I humanly can without absolutely despising potatoes by the end of this. So that has largely been what I've been eating, but I have also been eating rice, some dried fruits. I did buy a couple of bags of apples. Hasn't been a lot of fruit. I'm kind of like a fake rice diet right now because I haven't been using much rice. The rice is more expensive than I would expect here. So I might actually have to order some online and have it shipped to me because it's just stupidly expensive here. Most food here is actually pretty reasonable. The rice is way more expensive than it really should be. So I'm going to have to find a solution to that somewhat problem, first world problem at its best. What else have I been eating? I still actually start off my day with the snake diet, snake juice thing, which is sugar and a couple of different kinds of salt. I really like doing that. Sometimes I think you probably can see no, you can't see it, the handlebar for the Cellerciser. So sometimes I do the Cellerciser in the morning. I have been walking a lot. I don't have a car here. So if I want to go get something or I want to go do something, I either have to go walk to do it or go walk to do it, or I haven't ordered anything really in, and I probably won't because there's stuff everywhere, so it's kind of pointless, especially seeing how I've been going on my walks. And on my walk, I'm gonna pass however many grocery stores, and I can just bring my backpack thing and just bring groceries back with me. So there's really been no reason to order anything in. As far as anything else, I've been keeping it as simple as possible. I actually noticed the more, and I've talked about this in videos before, the more ingredients I add, the more I tend not to like what I make. It's just, I don't know what it is. It seems like the more ingredients you add to something, the more you want fat involved with it, and I haven't really been adding fat. Somebody gave me an avocado a couple days ago at a grocery store. I think somebody bought it and didn't put it in their bag or something like that. They're like, here's this avocado. So I did have a little bit of that. Can't really say my stomach liked it. If you saw my terrible picture, I need to, I'm a photographer. I should, do better, of the potatoes, and you put them in a bed of salt, and then you bake them, and then you flip them, and then you bake them some more, and everything like that. That actually really upset my stomach. So I don't know if it was something wrong with the potatoes, because the potatoes, they're going quick. I haven't had to throw too many out, maybe 3 pounds out of probably 65 pounds that I've gone through so far. I think there's about 15 pounds left of them, if that. No, it's probably about 15 pounds left of them, maybe 17, somewhere in there. I don't know what caused that, because I have been actually adding quite a bit of salt to my diet just because of how much I've been walking. I've been walking at least probably 5 miles a day, so somewhere between 5 and 10 miles a day, just because I can finally walk. It's wonderful. I don't know what it is about this place. When I'm here, I can walk just fine. I mean, relative to having your ankle hacked out and, a titanium ankle bolted to your heel bone, which is how my left ankle is. So I do have complications with that. But for the most part, that has been my diet. I can't think of what else. I did kind of come across those mango strips at Trader Joe's. But again, that's way over that way. And I have actually been just taking the subway over there because it's just a lot easier. And if I go shopping there, those are pretty good. So I've been adding those in. I still been having my Trader Joe's little gummy squares that I have pointed out in the past. I made a short video about that on my Instagram last year, probably around this time of year. Really anything else. I mean, that's kind of an end. I really have not been having a lot of fruit. Once I get through all of these potatoes, That's probably when my diet's going to change a little bit, but until all these potatoes have been either consumed or some of them just aren't good anymore, thrown out, it's basically a potato diet with occasional rice is kind of what it's turned into. I do have a little bit of pasta and a couple of other things that I had bought, not really thinking, hey, well, luckily pasta lasts a while, not really thinking like, hey, I got all these potatoes that I've got to use first. But yeah, it's kind of the potato diet. I haven't really been eating scheduled meals. I've just kind of been eating, I've been having that snake juice in the morning and sometimes leftovers, and then I'll go for my walk and then I'll just make more potatoes basically, and then have that, and then have whatever's left the next day. I don't love leftovers because I don't really like resistant starch all that much. I don't really like the way it tastes or digests. But I don't feel like cooking also like multiple times a day, so I have been making enough where I probably kind of do have leftovers, and then I have those the next day. Anyways, that's my diet lately. It's kind of like a fake rice diet. It's kind of like the fake, it's kind of like the rice diet, only like the potato diet, basically. And instead of really having a lot of sugar, I just got like candies and dried fruit. Calorie count, I have no idea. I mean, like I did that video when I was back in Cleveland. It was probably two-ish months ago, where I found that you literally would, to have the amount of calories of the starvation, the Minnesota starvation, the 3,500 calories that they had them on initially, to get to that point with just potatoes, I think you had to eat like 9.2 pounds of potatoes or something like that, which is very difficult to do. So I've been having to supplement with candies and fruit and dates and different things to try to get my calorie count up there, because I mean, I'm walking a lot now. Even if it's a day where I really didn't want to walk all that much, if I want to get groceries or something like that, I still got to walk. So I don't really have an option now. I kind of do love the fact that I left the car back there. I mean, the car's paid off, so it's not exactly like I'm paying for a car that I'm not using. Yeah, I think that's it. I mean, honestly, I could have just summarized this in like three words. I mean, it's just the potato diet, you know, like it's really what this has turned into. I'm interested to see where I kind of go once the potatoes are done, which probably will happen by the end of this weekend coming up. And then that'll be that, and I'll see, you know, where it goes from there. Yeah, anyway, what are other people eating? Have you been adding fat? I've been having a lot of people in the comments, or not the comments, the DMs, ask me about fat lately. I haven't added any, but I mean, I don't know what it is. I've been watching like some of these like food competitors, and I've been watching like bakers in Japan and stuff like that, and what they eat comparatively to what I eat and how much skinnier they are. Oh, I'm not allowed to say the word skinny anymore, according to some people. You know, it's offensive. And, you know, so it's just, I still kind of go back and forth with the fat thing, largely because when I lost the bulk of my weight, and I know I keep talking about the good old days, but I really wasn't watching the fat intake all that much. I really didn't care. I feel like when I do watch the fat intake is when I struggle the most to get weight off, but maybe that's just me. I don't know. Yeah, anyway, that is the video. Comments, questions down below. Like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Peace.